And while they were there, the time came for the baby to be born. And she gave birth to a son, her firstborn. And she wrapped him in cloths and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn. You see, God had this messy plan, a plan to save the world. And to do that, He was going to send His Son. And where does the God of the universe send His Son to be born? A castle? A mansion? The grandest castle in all the land? No. To a barn. To a stable. To a manger. Certainly no place fit for a king. But then again, this wasn't any ordinary king. And when I say it was messy, I mean it was messy. It was a barn, a stable. So you've got animals, and you've got animal stuff, manure, mud. No place fit for a person. Never mind the King of Kings to be born. Well, why would God do that? We're not really sure, but Prophet Isaiah said that His thoughts are not our thoughts, and His ways are not our ways. But that same prophet 400 years earlier had said that all we like sheep have gone astray, each to his own way, and yet the Lord has laid on Him the iniquity, the sins of us all. You see, Jesus came to a stable, to a barn, to a messy place. And yes, that's messy, but more than that, He came to a messy world. And why? Because that's what a shepherd does. He was coming to be with His sheep. He was coming to show His sheep the way home. Because a shepherd lives where the sheep live, and he sleeps where they sleep, and he eats where they eat. And that got Jesus in trouble. You know, why did Jesus eat with sinners? Because that's what a shepherd does. And an angel appeared to the shepherds in the field, and he said to them, "This will be a sign to you. You will find the babe wrapped in cloths, lying in a manger." This will be a sign to you. A sign. A sign for what? Have you ever thought of that? You know, maybe it was a sign that Jesus was going to be accessible to everyone. Or a sign that the God who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills could relate with a homeless person because he never had a home. He had no place to rest his head. Maybe it was a sign that God would have nothing to do with the social status of mankind, or a sign that He detests the splendor of humans because it's not worthy of Him. It was a sign for us that we should follow suit. In fact, the Apostle Paul would later write that we should have the same attitude as Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be grasped, but made Himself nothing, becoming a servant, being made in human likeness. You see, being a servant is messy. And Jesus set this incredible example for us. I mean, He got down on His knees and He washed feet that had walked through the manure and the mud of this world. The God of the universe, the God who deserved the best of the best that we could ever offer. He's the God who came to this world and was laid in a manger, a feed trough of all places. Why such a messy place? Because He was following a messy plan. So needless to say, that first Christmas was dirty. It was grimy, it was filthy, it was messy. And a good thing that it was too, because without it, what a mess we would be in today.